What happens when you complete the National Pokédex in Pokemon Home? Hi, I'm Mike, PokeTips Mike, and when you first start up Pokemon Home, this guy, Grand Oak, who's basically Professor Oak with some spiffy, pointy sunglasses on, he pops up on some sort of Skype call and tells you about his dream to complete a Pokédex of all the Pokemon in the world, which currently is about 890 different species of Pokemon, with more coming very soon. And as I'm sure you could probably already tell just by hearing the number, collecting 890 different species of Pokemon is not going to be easy at all. If you were going to do it all by yourself, you would need at least Pokemon Sword and Shield, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, as well as a few Generation 6 games in there too. And that's not even including mythical Pokemon. But let's say you went through all the trouble and you managed to get all 890 Pokemon and get them all registered in the Home Pokédex. What would happen? Let's find out. So when you start up Pokemon Home and you have a complete Pokédex, nothing really happens. Usually when you complete a Pokédex, you could go to somebody in-game, they give you a nice congratulations, Professor Oak even roars in some games, and they usually give you some sort of prize. But in Pokemon Home, there's nobody you could really talk to. You can't talk or ever really see Grand Oak ever again after that whole intro scene, and Pokeboy, well, Pokeboy doesn't really care either. Even if you hop on over to the mobile version, if you go and check your gift box, you might expect to get a reward there, but nothing. There is a reward for catching them all, but having a complete Pokédex isn't enough. So not only do you need to have all 890 Pokemon in your Pokédex, but you also need to have all 890 individual Pokemon in your home boxes as well. Which for those newer Pokemon fans is called a living Pokédex, where you basically have one of each Pokemon in your PC boxes. And for Pokemon Home, that does include the mythical event Pokemon, but they do cut you some slack. You don't need to have all the alternate forms of every Pokemon, so you don't need all the Rotom forms, all the Gigantamax Pokemon, just one of each Pokemon is fine. But if you do eventually get them all in your box, here's the gift that you get. So let's jump into Pokemon Home, and I'm being a low-power warrior today. I only have 2% on this phone I'm using. It's plugged into the charger, but I hope it doesn't die on me. That would kind of suck. And we'll check out the gift box, and we can see I have a gift here for completing the National Pokédex. I think it's weird that it says that because, again, you can't actually get this gift with just a completed National Pokédex. You need to have every Pokemon in the box as well. Also, for me, this gift didn't show up right away as soon as I had all the Pokemon in the boxes. What I did to finally get this gift to show up was have every Pokemon in the box, but also move all my Pokemon one box over to the right. Only after I did that did this gift finally show up in the gift box here. But here, my friends, is the big reward. The original color, or I like to call it the Pokeball color, Magearna. Now this is actually really cool to finally be getting. Magearna was introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and this special Pokeball version did exist in the game's data, but it wasn't available until now. And it was a big mystery for the longest time when this Pokemon was gonna come out, so finally having this form available legitimately is really cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim this prize, and we could give Magearna a nickname. I'm just gonna keep it the way it is right now. And let's go ahead and check it out. So other than its cool color and sassy pose there, it's basically the same thing as a regular Magearna. It has a pretty normal Magearna moveset: Floor Cannon, Flash Cannon, Defense Curl, and Rest. Let's see if it comes with any special ribbons. It does! The Souvenir Ribbon, a ribbon for cherishing a special memory. But here's the silly thing that I find kind of funny. So this is the reward for catching all 890 Pokemon, having them all in your box. And what games can you transfer it to? None of them. Obviously, it's unavailable in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and currently you can't transfer it into Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's not part of the game. Now, I'm sure a few months from now when the Sword and Shield DLC is out and they add more Pokemon to the game, they absolutely have to add this Pokeball Magearna to the game, so I'm sure in the future you'll be able to transfer it to Sword and Shield and maybe some games that come out after it, but as of right now, this thing basically is just a trophy that you keep in Pokemon Home. Now for a little fun fact, initially this Magearna was super bugged and glitchy. I want to say it was around for the first day after Pokemon Home came out. I might be a little off with the timing, I don't think anybody really knows other than Nintendo, but the first few people that accidentally unlocked this Magearna right after Pokemon Home came out got a little bit of a weird one. Instead of getting the special red Pokeball Magearna, they unlocked a regular Magearna. It only knew the moves Tackle and Growl, which is kind of weird because Magearna usually doesn't learn those moves, and it came EV trained and had really weird IVs as well. But the weirdest part was it had a lot of ribbons. Instead of having just one ribbon, this Glitchy Magearna had 15. I've heard after the game updated and they fixed this glitch, the people that got the Glitchy Magearna were also able to get the special Pokeball Magearna and keep this one too. So for those of you that have this special Glitchy Magearna, hang on to that because that's going to be a really rare Pokemon. So my friends, you now know what happens when you complete the National Pokédex and get all of the Pokemon in Pokemon Home. In the comments section, let me know what you think about this reward. I think it's actually a pretty cool way to finally give this Pokemon out because again, it's secretly been in the game since Sun and Moon and up until now they didn't do anything with it, so I'm finally glad to see it get released to the world. Although again, in my opinion, we need an update pretty soon so we can transfer it over to Sword and Shield and actually use it. My friends, thanks so much for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see some more Pokemon content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.